Here's our learning target. I can rearrange a formula to isolate a specific variable using inverse operations. So here's our warm-up. The circumference of a circle is given by the formula circumference equals 2 pi r, meaning the distance around a circle. So a literal equation is an equation with more than one variable. The distance around a circle, any circle, is c equals 2 pi r. So circumference is 2 pi r. And then step 2, we are going to identify what is being multiplied by r. R is being multiplied by 2 pi. So really all we're doing is dividing both sides by 2 pi. Divide by 2 pi. 2 pi divided by 2 pi is 1. 1 times r is r. And then circumference divided by 2 pi is the radius. Step 3, use the inverse operation to divide both sides by 2 pi. And then simplify. So radius is just circumference divided by 2 pi. All right, let's move on. All right, so steps to isolate a variable. Step 1, identify the variable that you want to solve for. So in the case of 2 pi r, we were solving for r. So step 1 is to identify that variable. And then step 2 is to undo operations. So what is happening to the variable? What is happening to r and how do I undo it? So inverse operations, you guys probably already know that the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. And then the inverse operation of squaring, that's an important one to know about. The opposite operation of squaring is square rooting. So if you square the square root of x, you get x. Now, move everything else to the opposite side of the equation. The way that we do that is always by using the inverse operation, and then we simplify. So treat variables like numbers. Let's try it. So the area of a circle is given by the formula area equals pi times the radius squared. We are going to rearrange this formula to isolate r. Step 1 is to identify the variable. What is being done to r? Start with pi. So area divided by pi. So now we have r squared isolated because pi divided by pi is 1. 1 times r squared is r squared. So those pi's cancel out. R squared, now we have r squared equals area over pi. So squared area. Now what do we do? What's the inverse operation of squaring? Rooting. Very good. So we're just going to take the square root of both sides. The simplified final answer to this is r equals the square root of a divided by pi. We divided by pi and then we rooted both sides. All right, here's our exit ticket. Solve for x in the following formula. We are solving for x and y equals ax squared. Holler at me if you have a question or you would like to set up tutoring. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Yay, math!